Okay, welcome to Peer to Peer, where we just share ideas, just be real and have a conversation with the baker. And thanks to Cafe Society for giving us this opportunity to actually record this at the restaurant. All right. So we'll start. I will introduce myself. My name is Jasper. I'm the creative director for Creative Thinker Inc. And thank you for coming to Visual Business Diary session. And I have with me. Okay, they'll introduce themselves, eh? Yeah. So, dude, introduce yourself while I eat my chips.
My name is Michael Chiunda, and I'm an artist, creative. I'm a poet, upcoming Nganga, suburban Nganga as well. Amongst many things as well. Administrator and blogger, food blogger. So I will be reviewing this.
Is that? Yeah. Really? Yeah. That's interesting. Okay, cool. So, madam?
My name is Anuziva Marindire, and I am a journalist and also the founder of the Usawa Institute, which is a platform for women's education and advocacy.
Alright, sorry, what does Usawa mean?
Yeah. It means equity, equality and equity.
What language is that?
It's Swahili.
Why didn't you put Zimbabwe?
Do we
even have it? Do you have a word like that?
Do we even have it?
Our vocabulary is a bit down.
Yeah, it doesn't have actually.
It's more like Queenzanese or something.
Yeah.
So anyone who's watching this who knows a lot of Shona,
you might help us
in the comments, right?
You can help us with the name. I'll come up with the project.
Alright, no, that's good. That's good.
Cool. So my name is Tino Mutenda Mpunganyi. Digital marketing is what I'm doing most of the time. Trying to look for that, that dough, the cash bag. But I also do write. Usually do creative reviews on music, mostly. Then there's just a personal life blog where I just write random stuff, really random stuff. But that's mostly me.
What's the most random thing that you've written?
Most random thing I've written?
Yeah.
I think I was talking about my favorite color. Yeah.
Which is yellow?
Yeah, which is purple, actually.
Oh, purple?
I'm not wearing.
I thought you were wearing yellow. No, but that's like purple kind of.
Where is the paper?
This is navy blue. This is navy blue.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah. So purple for royalty. Because I'm a king's kid. You see. I'm a king's kid.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's the main hustle. Yeah.
No, that's the main hustle. No, impressive.
So
this is actually good. Thank you guys for coming. Actually, I really appreciate it. And
everyone loves free food.
Free food. Yeah. But I'll just go straight to the point of why we are doing this. For example, everyone in our age group, the millennials or they're millennials and what?
I know millennials, man. They have a new age group within the 2000s.
Are we millennials?
Yeah, we are.
We are millennials.
Everyone after the 1980 something.
Oh, 80 something. Oh, yeah. So we want to target the millennials, where we can actually just discuss issues to deal with what's happening and how, our nation right now is not in a perfect economic state. And we just want, the title today is just why are you still in Zimbabwe? That's there are a lot of diasporans, same age groups, but they've gone there and they're actually making it big out there. But we ask the same question: why are we still here? I would love to start with the lady, and just know, what? Everyone's equality guy. No, equality guy.
Usa what?
Yeah.
Okay, so why am I still here? I think for me, I actually went out once and I stayed in SA for a year. And then that was the time when Obama became president, when he was campaigning and stuff.
2008.
So there was a statement that he made during his campaign.
Yes, we can.
No, not yes, we can.
Yeah.
You must be the change that you want to see. And I was working in traffic and something that I really didn't like, in a field that I didn't like. And I figured, why not go back home, go back to school, and then do what it is that you love. And so what has kept me here after that has been my belief in the potential of my people's abilities and capacity. I think there is room for growth and innovation within the situation that we're in.
Okay.
We only need to give said people with those innovations platforms, which is what I'm doing. I'm creating platforms for women to actually then be innovative and to share their passions and whatever it is they're creating with the world. And I can only do that whilst I'm based here.
So we're looking into this, like in 2008, was that the turning point that you really wanted to do something for the women, or you've always wanted to do something for the women ever since?
I think 2008 was a turning point for me personally, in terms of this is not what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I don't want to be cleaning people's houses for the rest of my life.
No, I get you.
Outside. So it's either I get that opportunity here, and if you don't have the actual papers, I think we're talking about that. Like if you don't have the papers, then the only jobs you're gonna be having whilst you're in the diaspora then are like menial jobs. So that's not what I wanted with my life. I knew I had more potential than that. So it was either stay there or go and grow at home. And I did that. And I think I'm doing quite well for myself considering the situation.
No, I get you.
I think everyone is doing well.
Considering. I think if you're surviving in Zimbabwe,
You're strong.
I saw something on Twitter, They're like, every Zimbabwean right now needs some psychological therapy.
That's true.
But true, eh? Because
That's true. That's true.
We've gone through a lot.
Exactly.
And we are going through a lot.
The Warriors, shout out.
So, gentlemen, why are you still in Zimbabwe?
So okay, did I cut you off? No. Like,
okay.
like you mentioned the Warriors, and like you recently sent me a link of your song, the Gems and stuff. Like, what impressed you to actually want to sing or to rap on that song, especially for the Gems?
So I don't know what it is. Like even if you go, not like I don't know what it is about the Gems. Like my first point is I support women so much. Like even on my account, the only people that I follow are women. I feel like they're powerful, and
That's your policy.
it's not a policy, but I just find myself. I just find myself following
Women.
Powerful women who are doing things in the community, right? So the Gems specifically, because of Zesa, I was unable to watch any game live.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
But I was able to go online, check out the games.
Okay.
But they really impressed me, man. Like, I wouldn't want to compare them with any other team. But what I know is when I go online, go on my Twitter, there was this hope, people would be tweeting out, an amazing match. Even when they lost, right? They still won people's hearts. And this was beyond Zim. This was Africa. This was even Europe. Like, the official Twitter handle for the netball team, right? We're talking about it. So I just felt like I need to play my part. Right? I need to celebrate this woman. And what do? I make music. I create content. So that's exactly what we did in the studio. Recorded it, put it out, and I'm happy about it. It's just as simple as that for me. Yeah.
So is that what drives you to always want to be in Zimbabwe, to always want to stay in that DNA?
I don't believe to be. Right now, I am in Zim, but I feel like you need to be proud of your community, right? Wherever you are. Right? So, like you said, this is for millennials, and we're all millennials. And one thing that I know that's different from any other age group, right, is like we're exposed to online, the internet, and we use it every day. It's a powerful medium. So I decided personally, I'm going to be in Zim for as long as I can. As long as I can financially, psychologically, So, like her, I believe in my community. Like I have so many beautiful people that I hang around with, and we are trying to build something. I also have like an organization that I'm doing, but that's specific for creators who are working within their own communities, right? And what we do basically is just we create content, especially for that Gems clip. Right? I worked with one of my homies. He's like, I have this great idea, which I want to put out. It's like, okay, fine. Give me the audio. I'll give you the visuals. Then we spent the whole night just piecing up the pieces together. So that's exactly what we do, man. Like we just look for creative people that want to produce content, better content,
Exactly.
so that people see. Because traditional media right now, it's not really working.
It actually doesn't.
It's not really working for me, man.
Yeah. So you also look at that element of power of collaboration.
Yeah.
Power of collaboration. Yeah. So Tino, yeah, I feel like we have actually put you.
Now I'm on the spotlight.
Yes, now it's on the spotlight. Yeah.
So when you first sent me the question, right?
Yes,
About the whole agenda.
Yeah.
My first thought was, I don't know. I have no idea.
That's true, right?
Why I am in this country right now. But when I started thinking further into it, I just realized that we actually mentioned it earlier about the whole issue of opportunities, right? That fair and fine, there's opportunities out there, wherever in the world. But at the end of the day, those people also have locals who also need jobs.
Exactly. Yeah, that's actually true, right? That's
So
actually
still, the level of competition is already high, guys. Yes, fair and fine. They might say, well, opening up for calls, a call for applications, etc. But still,
It's
at
not
the end of
the
the
same.
day,
Exactly.
the first priority is who?
It's
to
us.
feed their own people,
Exactly.
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I have applied to a lot of things out there, and I have just gotten these. The usual email. We regret to inform you that. That sort of thing. And you're like, why did I even waste
Why
my
did I even
time?
waste my time? Like, why did I do- yeah.
So I think it's really an opportunity issue. But then at the end of the day, I've lived outside the country before.
Okay.
And I believe that I was talking about the whole issue of being a foreigner. It's not the best thing, being a foreigner, because you're more of a second-class citizen. I want to be a first-class citizen, guys.
No, yeah.
I want to be at home, and I'm walking through the streets and I can understand the people around me, understand the language that they're speaking, and be part of the culture. I think you mentioned an issue of culture before, so it's really a dynamic between opportunities, culture, etc. But if something does come up, and they do say, we are glad to announce that.
You actually just go in and then
I have like a follow-up question to that.
Yeah.
In terms of feeling like a second-class
Citizen. Yes.
But, and this is something that I've heard like a lot of young people, millennials, online, social media, maybe Facebook, Twitter, whatever, is the feeling of being a second-class citizen within your own country. And I kind of feel like a lot of young Zimbabweans at this point actually feel that way, which is why then that meme or whatever it was that you saw on Twitter makes sense. You have a lot of young Zimbabweans or Zimbabweans generally who need psychological support because they feel out of place within their own kind of space. So do you kind of feel like you're a second-class citizen
That's a great
within
question.
your own?
Yes, there's really times when I'm like that. There's a project that Jasper and I want to work on. It's a mental health project. And the thing is, I've been through depression before. Like, I didn't go to the doctor to get it, to get the whole
get the
confirmation.
meds,
But then to be honest, I tell you that was clinical, guys. Because I went, So it's one of those things where, yes, I've definitely been there before. I've definitely been in a situation where I'm like, but why am I going through this in my own country, in my own homeland,
Exactly.
So yeah, definitely there's that. But still, there's a certain level to it, even when you're outside though. Yes, fair and fine, you've got the money in the bank, you're driving that nice car, Opel Astra Cargo or whatever. And we want to go pay Rora, you've got,
You get the money, exactly. Yeah.
But still, like, all right, the country where I lived, I won't mention the name, but like I remember like the issue of when you want to become a formal citizen, you have to have stayed in there for like 10 years. And there's a certain family that I remember who had been there for 14 years. And for those 4 years, like after they were eligible, they were still fighting to become citizens of this place. 4 years after being eligible, these people have been in this country for 14 years. Some of their kids are born there. Wow. Of course, the kids are citizens because of virtue of being born there. But as for the rest of the family, so those are the sort of things that I'm saying that it's difficult. Issues of land, like land ownership when you're out there. But then when you're here, it's. Of course, it's not like it's cheap. It's not really that affordable, but still, it's
you have
something opportunity, right?
Exactly.
I was thinking about the jobs issue, right?
Yeah.
I'm self-employed right now. There is no way
You
I'm
would
going
be
to be able to go out of this country and be immediately self-employed.
That's actually a
I'm
great
going to
point.
I'm going to have to get a job. I'm going to have to work in that job, finish my contract first, etc. It's going to take me at least 10 years
before
get back
you can be
to this position where
of
I am
being-
my own boss. So there's this sort of thing, those sort of dynamics again where like
it's better to be home.
I'd rather be at home, you know, where I can
yeah.
easily go to the company registry and just
And,
one
and you
time
have your
and have a
because you're a
company.
citizen.
Because I am a
Yeah.
citizen.
I also
These are the issues of being a second-class citizen
Yeah.
outside the country. But yes, fair and fine. I do feel like
Can I catch you there? Sorry, can I catch
Yeah,
you
sure,
there? Like
sure.
you know, like I love the fact that you mentioned about like being a second class citizen, and also you mentioned things to do with the land. You know, like or just like the opportunities that you have as a citizen. You know, like what do you think young people are not maximizing right now when it comes to the land that we have, or even the opportunities that are there, but we're not, like we're spending our time on Facebook, we're spending our time on Twitter, spending our time making memes and doing the face app thingies, yeah, but we're not like going on an app or say, okay, in the next 40 years, how can I grow my, like my business? How can I grow my business right now? How can I, like how can I contact Warren Buffett because we have the internet and stuff. So like my question, like I'll just bring it to you, like what's your take on that? Like, do you think young people are maximizing what they have right now, especially the land, the opportunities, and do you think young people are maximizing the internet that they have?
Well, those are two really big. Indigenization policy.
I'm like,
Policy,
like,
yeah. The policy, indigenization policy, and the internet. Well, I'll start with the policy. So fortunately, I was able to study it for a bit, 3 years in school. So I will say, you could have a piece of land. You could, do your, pigs, cattle, maybe
rabbits.
Yeah, but you still need a place to sell them. And it needs to be affordable to whoever is going to purchase it.
That's a
And
good
it needs to be of high quality.
exactly.
Are we at a point economically right now in the country where if I have 10 rabbits, I'm able to sell those 10 rabbits and make a profit within the next month or whatever?
That's
6
that's a
months,
good point.
right? Yeah. So there's a difference between being effective, which is you do have the product and you put it out, and being efficient, where now it incorporates everyone else. It's now a machine. So yeah, I feel like we have bright minds, man. Like I know you're a bright mind. Look what we're doing right now. We're having a very powerful conversation. That we're gonna put out to someone to learn.
To actually learn,
this
exactly,
is a learning process.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like right now the state is really empowering the millennial, right? Because growing up, or even now, right, you have some homes where they're like, you need to go to work, right? And you try to explain to them, yo, I am at work. This is working. Believe in what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Right? I always had a conversation with some of my aunts and my uncles. Like, imagine if you paid all the tuition from university. If you pay that and you invest it every month, every month you pay for university, you use it is maybe what, a grand
Yeah,
somewhere,
somewhere,
right?
exactly.
If you paid a grant every month,
Yes.
right, into my music or into your business for 3 years, where would you be right now?
Exactly.
Definitely.
The internet question, I feel like we're spending too much time on the social,
So part of the
It's great to
failing
be
to
there.
monetize.
Yeah, it's great to be there and have your conversations with people. But you need to understand that at the end of the day, you also need to break bread. Right?
Exactly.
Or bring bread.
Exactly.
Right? So I guess it's a question of being able to see opportunity. And opportunity is not the easiest.
No,
There's nothing wrong with that face app, right? But if you're able to get 1 million downloads,
Exactly.
and go to Econet and be like, yo, look what I did. Now
Look at what I did.
that's the conversation that we
I
need
love
to have.
that. I love that.
Definitely.
One of the things that I like, especially like I'll refer this to you, Arno. Like you understand, the dynamics of the internet. You understand how, like, when you're working and designing for. I understand that you're working with for powerful classes, women and everything, and you're using that tool. Like, so how can you help a young woman who's saying, like, I want to maximize the internet so that I can either I'm a social entrepreneur or I'm an entrepreneur who wants to make a profit out of this. Like, how do you support that?
So like I attest to what Maynard just said in terms of like some of the policies the government has put in place, it being like an opportunity where you can do something, but then also attesting to the fact that if you're looking at Zim as a market, then yeah, that might be like if you're into farming and Zim is your market, then really you're going to have some challenges in the end of the day. Okay. So this happens, guys, when you're like maybe So let me put that on silent.
All right, that's okay.
Yeah. So you have to be like very careful when you're going online and in terms of what it is that you're looking for. I see like a lot of young people who are in business. Generally, like you start your own like projects, you prima like vegetables and stuff. But then when you go online, you're busy. You're selling on Facebook. But like Facebook is not the whole internet. You know, you have opportunities that are open for women particularly. Okay, I'll speak about women because that's where I am. But you have opportunities for women in agriculture where you can get funding, where you can get to sell, where you can get maybe assistance in terms of education, training, so that you can be efficient in whatever it is that you're doing within your business. But a lot of young millennials who are going online and who are in business are not taking hold of those opportunities because one, maybe they don't know, or two, it's just ignorance. You go online, the only thing you know to do is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then
I
you
believe
just...
it's the latter.
So
I've got a
just
backing
that.
for this, by the way. My backing is this. We've talked about how this is a toxic environment mentally, right? Social media and the internet for us has become an escape. So naturally they are blinders because I am trying to release. So honestly, when I'm going to go online, I'm not thinking about business. I've already been stressed at work from 8 to 5 today.
That's actually true, though.
Right?
That's actually true.
So when I'm now on Facebook, I'm now, all about, this, now bring out this other persona.
So Facebook
that sort of
is therapy.
thing. So yeah, it's therapy.
I like that. I like
definitely.
that.
So it's just basically therapy. So it's not that, we're not looking for those opportunities. We are just not realizing that they're there because I'm just there to have some fun.
That's actually true.
If it was a situation where while I'm at work things are okay and I'm okay mentally, I'm healthy, honestly speaking, you would be definitely be like, but wait, I need to look for something serious.
Exactly.
Because the internet is a rabbit hole, by the way. Total.
Yeah.
True.
I like where your conversation leads. Like you're talking about the mental health issues, and even like we're laughing about the meme of like everyone needs therapy and stuff. But I think people really need therapy because the economy is not normal, guys. Like literally, it's not normal for any young person who wants to build. For example, let's say I want to build a house. I cannot save my money right now and say, you know what, in the next 5 years, I'm saving like 50 bond. And then, but I'm not trying to be political.
It's not even conducive for
it's not conducive.
business.
It's not conducive,
And not just for the person who's running the business. It's not conducive for employees.
Exactly.
I was calculating today, prices for chitumbis, I think, went up in the evening or something like that. It's now $6.
For the public transport.
Like, if you're not using the Zupo, then it's $6. So that's like $6 to come from Chitumbis, $6 to go, that's $12.
That doesn't work.
And then if you have to go to work for like 22 days, that's 12 times 22. And your salary is only $450.
No, that doesn't work.
So it doesn't work. It's not conducive.
It doesn't include the housing, the
Exactly.
water, the power that we don't have.
Your 3 children.
So it's not even conducive, not even going further to say I want to build a house.
Exactly.
It's
Sustainable.
actually not sustainable for you to even rent.
Exactly. I know. So my question though, like coming back, like now, yes, let's not take for granted the situation of the mental health issue.
True.
Like how do we support each other? Like now, yes, social media is a therapy. We go and we look and we try to laugh, but how can we bring these real issues where we can actually say, hey guys, these things are not right. Let's look at it from a proactive approach. Let's see, okay, things are not right, but what can we do? How can we make certain people, like right now, probably you are watching this, and they're like, I have nothing to to live for in Zimbabwe. Let me actually just sit at home and do nothing and just be stressed.
I have an example about that. First of all, like online. So a couple of weeks ago, one of my friends tweeted something. He just tweeted something simple. It was like, "Yo, guys, I'm not okay." When I saw the tweet a couple hours later, the first thing that I did, I didn't go online. I went online on app. Then I texted the guy like, "Yo, guy, what's up?" He was like, "Yo," I'm like, "I saw your tweet. Are you okay?" Like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I was just having a bit of trouble at work." I'm like, "Okay, we're gonna have a meet up after work, and we're gonna have a chat about it." Right? That's being proactive. Right? You need to deal with this right then. You know, because people always laugh about it when you go on Twitter. I'm a Twitter person, unfortunately, so I'm always.
All right, no, that's cool. That's cool.
People always laugh about it, and they're like, Twitter is where you go and you talk on your own. You just tweet, nobody replies and whatever. So we need to stop that habit.
Okay.
If you have friends and you actually know people,
That's good. That's
you
good.
need to reach out.
Reach out.
Yeah. And what are we gonna do about it? How are you gonna handle it? And people are looking for money and they're looking for the capital.
Yeah.
But I'll just say this: I always have conversations with young entrepreneurs like myself. We had this conversation as well.
Yeah.
I actually don't believe in capital that much. The actual money.
Okay.
You know, that's the end result of the financial process. Right? Yeah. The most important thing is the social capital.
Very important.
Linking up with the people, having a conversation how you can then build. Because sometimes you don't need that $500,000 to get your bricks. You just need the person within that position, right? And you sell your product, they sell their product. No money is involved, just services. This is where the world is right now. So I feel like young adults, young millennials, and whatever. Yeah, capital, having that buck so that you can go to Pablo's. And Pablo's, we're gonna need some advertising money for that since we just advertised. Shut up. Yeah. But you need to look into the social capital as well.
Social capital is very key. It's
social capital is very key, and I also think we need to let go of that thing within us that refuses to share. I think
that's actually
we have this thing where you get an opportunity. Right? It specifically doesn't deal with the creative market. It deals with maybe like agriculture or whatever it is, but because you don't want him succeeding at a level that's higher than you keep it, or you're just ignorant. You just like, okay, it has nothing to do with me, and then you put it aside.
Noticing the opportunity.
Like for me, I think it's important that when we come across opportunities, we must think within ourselves who would suit this opportunity and then share it.
Because you can't do everything alone. Exactly.
Because I think there is power in that, in terms that it builds your social capital as well.
We are so close. Like I can have 1,000 friends, but I can only talk to 2 people. Like what? Exactly. There's no, there's no proactive approach to say like, if you're not okay, I have to approach you. Like what you say, like I have to go and talk to you, like one-on-one, interaction. There's nothing that beats that. There's nothing that beats that.
Making it personal.
Making it personal. Yeah.
I saw some information as well. Just add on that.
Yeah.
A tweet.
Tweet a guy.
The person was like, this is actually a big person actually in the States. He's an artist. She was like, sometimes for me to, I'm not always. Food was delicious.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You don't need to be like the strongest person, and even when you are the strong person, sometimes you just need to show that you're vulnerable, so that people can actually come and be like, "Oh, guy, how are you doing?" Because I think, especially for males, unfortunately, within the African context, you take that thing where you're like, "Oh, I'm the head of the house, so I'm going to be the head of the house." Women are making money, and making moves and building homes and houses. So we need to find that ecosystem where everyone is getting it good, and you understand that, guy, I've always said I'll be comfortable if I get married, right? If I get married, then she's like, I want to do the day job. Take care of the kids. Because that's a lot, actually. That's a lot.
And that's powerful, though. I think that's like a powerful stance, which could really save quite a lot of people, a lot of stress.
Okay.
No, because this is my thinking, hey? The reason why a lot of men in my culture, and I might be wrong, because I'm not a dude, but like from my own look at it, it's the reason why a lot of men within our current surname
Yeah.
actually cheat more than like our grandpas
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
It's because they're under a lot of pressure and stress. The only way they can let go of that stress is go to someone who's not expecting quite a lot from them. So if you go to this other chick, she's not expecting you to take care of the kids and stuff like that, so she's
Yeah.
relaxed.
Okay.
Right? But then it also goes back to that statement where you're like, I'm the man, so I need to be like strong and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Be vulnerable.
Be vulnerable.
Be
It's a
vulnerable.
5-letter word.
Yeah. Just
Pride. Pride.
Right. I like that.
Just be vulnerable. Yeah, be vulnerable. Tell
right.
us.
Yeah.
Like
But
some
you
of the
didn't
things,
tell us,
because
though.
yeah.
I didn't tell you what.
Why are you here?
Why in them? I was, yeah, like I was just listening to you guys. You know what? Like lately, I've been just talking about, what made me start this thing called creative thinking. I read this book by Malcolm Gladwell in 2009, and he was talking about the opportunities that were there. Like in America, afforded to Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and he was looking at the dates and the technology revolution and all that. And like everything just came into place. Came into play, and they got those opportunities, and they were able to revolutionize the world. Like they were in the same clique. So, for example, let's say now, right, we're in the same clique. In the next 20 years, I might be the next Ted Turner, like CNN or everything. You might be the next Jay-Z.
Shout out, man. The $1 billion in the account.
Yes. But like the point is, like they had cliques together, and they grew together, right? They found new ways of things. So for me to be in Zimbabwe, it's my heart to see the opportunities that are there and be able to share them with my peers, like amongst my peers, and be able to say, okay, listen, this is an opportunity. What are we going to do with it? Tino, this is an opportunity in digital marketing or in mental health awareness. Yeah. There's this grant. What are we going to do? If you get $1 million, grant, even if you give me 5,000, I'm okay. I don't mind. But you know what? I'm happy for you, bro.
Yeah.
I know you can do. You can do. What do you call it? What do you call it? This is. No. I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
The hubs, exactly. No. My point is, it's like.
But we don't have a hub in Shona.
Snap. Okay, sorry.
Okay, my point though is just affording each other opportunities always helps. And if we can share opportunities, if I see that you are succeeding and I am succeeding, and if we can grow together, because growing together, it's something that we rub off each other.
Yeah, definitely.
So for me, staying in Zimbabwe, it's mainly that, to see those opportunities. Yes, I'm not going, for me, to be honest, it's not that I want to stay in Zimbabwe forever. No. I would love to travel. I would love to spend maybe 4 or 5 years maybe in Europe, or 5 or 10 years in
Baba.
Europe. Italy, Spain, Brazil. Yeah, but my point though is this, my point is just like exposure always helps.
No, of course.
Yeah. But Zimbabwe for me, Zimbabwe for me, I believe I need to just set something, a foundation of being able to create opportunities, being able to see them, and being able to say, okay, I've done my part. Now I can go out there and just see other opportunities. If I go out there and see other opportunities, maybe I can, not maybe, I will bring back those resources,
Which is what
networks.
part of being a Zimbabwean is about. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you don't always have to be in the same position to deliver.
Exactly.
You don't always have to be in the country to actually help.
Yeah.
I think when I was in college, I was introduced to this concept of theory. It's the theory of underdevelopment,
Okay.
where the system that prevails within the African continent is so a child passes Form 4. They're studying in Karowe. We were in Karowe recently. They're studying in Karowe, like deep roots, right? They pass their Form 4. There is no upper 6 thing
that
within that
place.
area, so they
Exactly,
have to go into Karoi town.
Shucks, that's bad.
And then when they get into Karoi town, they can't come back and do uni in the dips. They go into Harare, and then
Exactly.
that's where they get their uni education. And because Harare has electricity, they can't go back to stay there or want to work there because of the opportunity. So that place keeps underdeveloped,
That's actually-
right?
that's actually-
Because no one is going back.
Oh, wow.
And I think we need to start a culture
deep.
And that's
where,
That's
yeah,
so deep.
For even the country.
yeah. So it's even the country
Because there's a
now.
brain drain.
Yeah, because there's no Zesa.
All of us then move and then go
Exactly.
to this place.
And
But then
oh,
it's a thing
goodness.
where we need to be conscious and intentional. And I always say this to just
That's
whenever
very
we say
powerful.
we have
Yeah.
to be conscious and intentional in how we conduct ourselves in terms of national pride. Because then it's not enough to just say I'm proudly Zimbabwean
Exactly.
whilst you are in Prague and living it up. I think we need to go a bit further, and it's everyone's, just the people that are outside, but even the people that are still in Zim. To be intentional about being proactive builders within our own communities.
I like that. I
Right?
like that.
So if you are a musician and you grew up in Mutare, right, it shouldn't just stop with this community, with creatives and you're just here.
Yeah.
Let's be proactive in going back to Mutare, going into Sakuba and saying, we want to create it here for you guys. I'll set it up and then we can do this
Which is
with
crazy
you guys.
that you mentioned
right?
that. Which is crazy that you mentioned that because I literally had that epiphany like 7 to 8 months ago, where I was like, because basically I was looking at the American system, how there was a couple of artists were incarcerated. I'm not gonna get the names, but a couple of artists were incarcerated. They came back and they started working within their communities, like the police policies with jails and that system. Right?
Definitely.
I look back and I'm like, I don't want to run for anything like mayor or whatever, but I want to be in the same circle with
The change makers.
local governments.
Hi guys, hope you loved watching this video. If you want to watch more, please subscribe to our YouTube channel here. And if you want to follow us, please follow us on the social media platforms below. Yes, below. So guys, I'll see you then. Signing out.